Olá a todos! Bem-vindos! Welcome back! Before we start, I would like to invite you to visit my website and follow me on Instagram for daily updated tips and information about Portuguese courses. Now let's get back to today's video. I'm going to teach you 5 tips on how to be polite in Portuguese. So, of course, you know there's a difference between addressing your friend, your family, or addressing someone that is older than you and that you don't know at all. So, the first tip for you to be polite would be to address the person as você. But this doesn't mean that you should call them by this pronoun. It just means that you have to conjugate the verb in this person. Confused? I'll give you an example. If you're in the restaurant and you're asking the waiter, can you bring me a glass of water? It's not polite to call him by você. Don't ask me why, it's just like not polite. This is not like a very widely known rule because some Portuguese actually address people as você, but the rule is that you shouldn't do. So if you are in the restaurant and you want to ask the waiter for water, you can just say, pode trazer-me copo d'água? So this pode here, it's conjugated as você. So this is what you need to use. Or, if you want to call him, you can say, o senhor pode trazer-me copo d'água? And if you know the name of the person, like me, you can address me as Tatiana. Don't call me by você, please. Just tell me, a Tatiana pode dar-me mais informações sobre os cursos de português? Tatiana, can you give me more information about Portuguese courses? So instead of saying você or o senhor or a senhora in case it's a woman, you can call them by their name and just construct a sentence like that. The second tip is, as you already noticed, is to use the verb poder. And here it's a 2-in-1 because despite using the verb poder, you should conjugate it in something that we call pretérito imperfeito. Pretérito imperfeito is a kind of Portuguese past. It's one of many Portuguese past tenses, but it's one that we use when you want to be polite. So if I'm in a doctor, at the doctor's appointment, and I get there and I say, I have an appointment with Dr. Gonçalo. You can say, eu tinha uma consulta com o Dr. Gonçalo. And here the verb ter is used in the pretérito imperfeito. But if you want to ask something to someone, you should use the verb poder. So, could you tell me the time? Podia dizer-me as horas, por favor? So here you use the verb poder, could you, may you, and the verb dizer, tell me. So you use 2 verbs when you want to be polite, including this poder, and you conjugate it in the pretérito imperfeito, but still addressing the person as você. So here you can find 3 rules all in one. Podia trazer-me copo d'água? Could you bring me a glass of water? Okay? The third tip is to use the word não when you ask a question. So this implies that you are suggesting something else. Like, wouldn't you think it's better to just buy 10 liters of water instead of keep buying one each every day? Não achas melhor comprar 10 litros de água? So here, wouldn't you think it's better? Don't you think? So this now helps you to soften your advice, your suggestion, and to sound more polite and more casual also when doing so. The fourth tip is to start conversations or requests with o que achas? How about something? So you can suggest something to someone. How about calling a cab? Like you're in the middle of nowhere, you don't know what time does the bus or the train gets here, and you suggest, how about calling a cab? O que achas de chamar táxi? Or o que acha, if you don't know the person and you're addressing them as você. O que acha de chamar táxi? So this is a softer way of starting your suggestion, of implying it without sounding too rude or authoritarian. And the final tip of today, the 5th one, probably you already know it, is to use thank you words, polite words like thank you or please. So, obrigada if you're a woman, obrigado if you're a man, and please would be por favor. Podia trazer-me copo d'água, por favor? Could you bring me a glass of water, please? And then the waiter brings you the glass of water and you just say obrigada or obrigado if you are a man. That's it for today. I hope you understood and you found it helpful. You already know, if you have any questions, you can drop them in the comment section below and follow me on Instagram or visit my website for more information. Adeus, beijinhos e até a próxima. Tchau!